No, that's the Manhattan Bridge. So I guess we're heading straight for the city. And we've no way to stop this thing, so... Everybody get out of the way, I guess. Looks like we're gonna get right under the bridge. Good, good. Although, I don't know how deep the river here is, or the bay, or whatever. Probably gonna be in a bit of trouble here. Also, it's the same bridge. No, I was gonna say it's the same bridge that Snake jumps off at the beginning, but it's not. I don't know the bridges in New York. I'll be honest, it's landed full on my ass, broken both hips. So all of this is fine, of course. Bastard. Landed on his legs. So I'm guessing the tentacles are like mind controlled, I guess. Hooked into his nervous system and somehow. Or nanomachines are like wirelessly communicating with it. And he's gone crazy. Calm down, Solidus. He's laughing at this cool joke he's got. You can't see him!
April 30th?
No, it's not. It's May some stage. Because I was very late getting this video out. God damn it. This whole series of Let's Plays has been going on for very long. Work getting in the way.
It happened right here. We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation. Here. The end of the Patriots.
A good place to do it. Symbolic and all that.
Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
America! This is so weird coming from, like Hideo Kojima, who is, like, obviously not American. It doesn't have the US patriotic thing.
What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country.
Right.
Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship.
That's not really going to be wiped out by censorship. It's going to be wiped out by money. Has already been wiped out by money. Although we're sitting on Wall Street, so I guess it's a good place as any to redeclare independence.
For turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
The best of your splooge. Make the best of it.
Life is transferred from parent to child.
What am I looking at? What is this supposed to be?
Works. But we have no heirs, no legacy.
I just haven't found the right lady. Okay, I'll have an heir, maybe. I don't know. Sure, I wanted kids. I'll just get a dog. It'd be easier.
What is our legacy if we cannot
He'll be the
pass
best.
the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort.
It's called history, Solidus. Just like write a book or something.
When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well.
But, I mean, information is imparted in schools and by your friends and being part of a community.
By other people, by history.
More than your parents? I don't know.
The Patriots are trying
Your parents
to
spent a
protect
lot of time with you in your
their
formative
own
years, so
interests
it's
by controlling the digital
reasonable
flow
to
of
expect that they would have a larger impact
I want
on you
my
than anything else.
My existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon.
Jesus.
That will be my legacy.
Introns and
my mark in
exons.
history. But the
Anyone who
Patriots
doesn't
deny
know,
us even
maybe you
that.
do, you could obviously look this up Wikipedia style. Introns and
I will
exons
triumph
are
over the Patriots
DNA, RNA
and liberate us all.
things.
And we will become
And
the
basically
sons
what
of liberty.
Solidus is saying as an exon, your mRNA, before it becomes DNA, is made up of introns and exons, and before it becomes DNA, the introns are removed.
Raiden, are you receiving?
So, unlike he doesn't want to be an intron because he doesn't want to be removed from history. He wants to still be there. It's an important part.
Only GW.
Is Campbell still here? Or fake Campbell? Skull Campbell.
Call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White
Okay,
House.
we're just getting
Not unlike the way
super
life started in the oceans 4
duper
billion years
stupid
ago.
right now.
The White House
4 billion years. It was probably more than that, but 4 billion years, and you think 200 years is enough for a ghost consciousness thing to happen?
That Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
So if they just like redeclared as a separate nation, would they disappear? If you just nuke the White House, they'll probably be gone. Probably shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna be on all the watch lists now.
Our
Ah,
plans
shit.
have your interests, not ours, in mind.
What?
It's only jokes, you guys.
Listen carefully, like a good boy.
The
I'm not listening. I'm just rambling. I'll listen now.
Century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic
Did it really? I
engineering,
mean, they still don't
and
really
in the
understand
end,
anything about it.
we
We've sequenced it, but we're like, what the hell is this? We've no
But
idea.
there are things not covered by genetic information.
What is the part that defines a foot?
Human
I can't find it anywhere. It's in this mess.
culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not
They
be
do,
passed
kind of.
on?
I mean,
Should that information be
they
left
are like an
to the mercy of
evolutionary
nature?
log, so you'll get
We've
that kind of
always
history
kept
from them.
records of our lives, through words,
They don't have culture,
pictures,
perhaps.
symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current
Yeah, but you're
digitized
implying
world,
that the stuff that was passed on was the good stuff.
accumulating every second,
I mean, in
preserved
genes,
all
it's,
its
whatever,
brightness, never fading. all
survival of the
accessible.
best suited
Rumors
genes,
about
not necessarily the best
issues,
genes, they just happen to be best suited.
slander.
All this junk data preserved in
You
an
saying the
unfiltered
culture that was
state,
passed on was just the one that
grown at an
suited the
alarming
times? Oh wow, that's really
Only
bad.
slow down social progress,
It wasn't
reduce
like
the
good
rate of
stuff, it was
evolution.
just what everyone agreed to at the beginning.
Censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Whose
Create
context?
Context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of
Well, look,
morality
it's really
around
simple.
you.
You just
Billions
get that
spent on new
website.
weapons
What's it called?
in order to humanely murder
PolitiFact,
fellow
that's the
humans.
one. And just extend it to everything. TV tropes just becomes the biggest thing on the internet.
Although there are people suffering
If anybody
from
says
poverty,
anything, just
huge
immediately,
donations
no,
are made
wrong,
to protect
false.
endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
No.
But beat out the competition.
Also no.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
Well, it depends how you define
exercise your
success.
right to freedom, and this is
If
the
you're
result.
constantly pushing people
All
to
rhetoric
like get all the
to
good
avoid
shit,
conflict
then
and
yes,
protect
some people are going to be
each other.
falling behind. But
The
if you're
untested
pushing people to
truths
just be
spun
like,
by different interests
have a comfortable life, don't be a
ensure
huge dick
an
to everybody, and
accumulating
you're like,
sandbox
lots of people will
political
get through that.
correctness
That's not
and
too hard.
value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum.
Well, there's a
They
lot of
stay
trolls on the
inside their
internet, and you
little
don't really want to
pods,
go out into a
leaking
larger
whatever
forum.
truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Ugh,
Not even
that's
natural
still
selection
cool.
can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
But there is, we haven't been in natural selection for quite some time.
Not with a bang.
More or less since we had technology, we haven't really had to deal with
Our
natural selection.
responsibility as rulers.
Rulers! Oh wow. Well, fuck you guys. I'm definitely on the wrong. I'm definitely against you now. Just one. That's all it took. One word.
Stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Of course they do, but they're obviously not.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. No. 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 No.
Produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations.
Are you going to interpret the meaning of my ramblings for later generations, or am I going to be removed from
What
the
to believe and what to
cesspool
pass on.
garbage?
But is that even your own idea?
You have
Or
to have a certain
something
number of
Snake
views
told
before
you.
you'll be allowed past. Before you'll be allowed out of the
That's
cesspool.
proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
Well,
That's
he's
not
in a
true.
video game. He
I
doesn't
have
really
no
have a
right.
choice here.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
Yeah, okay, we can spare the psychology 101 here, guys. Let's just move on.
It's just something used to preserve those
I will not talk to a
emotions that you
robot.
occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that it would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Yep.
Is it? Would you prefer
Balonium.
that someone else tell you? All right.
Weapons
then.
grade.
Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best.
Oh yeah.
And you got there all by yourself.
I sure did. Nobody helped me. I'm better than everybody.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Okay.
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
No, because there is no soul.
That although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame.
But
on
self isn't something you
else.
fashion. It's
It's
fashioned
not
by
my
your
fault.
circumstances.
It's not
and
your fault.
people you're around, family, friends, community, again, all this stuff.
More convenient.
You're not yourself. No man is an island.
Feel better.
Or woman.
Leaving behind in an
Or
instant
peninsula.
the so-called truth you once embraced.
Well, maybe some people are peninsulas. I don't know.
Would that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
Yes.
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual
no,
is
you are.
supposed to be
You're the
weak,
ones taking
but far
over all
from
this shit.
powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual.
They're given less power. Everything's anonymous. Nobody trusts anybody.
Building
The
a
individual has
legacy
no power.
involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal.
Good luck
All
listening
this
to
you
one
used to
voice in
struggle
the
with. Now we think
mass of internet
We are
messages.
your guardians, after all.
You want to
Think about how
control
many
human thought,
like Twitter accounts there are, how many you follow. I mean, it's less than a less of 1% of a fraction of a percent.
That's what this exercise was designed.
Unless you're like crazy follow guy.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
He wasn't meant to. You twisted things and made him fall in love with you.
We rule an entire nation.
Rule! Here we go again.
What would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The
Ocelot's pretty cool.
does not
I would
stand
hang on to
for
him.
Solid snake simulation.
Good, because that was
What it
stupid.
does stand for is selection for societal sanity.
That's even dumber. No, there's a fucking PowerPoint. Come on. Solidus is going. What is this kid doing? He's just staring off into space. We don't even know what he's doing.
A soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake.
Why not? Solid Snake's awesome. Fusion mailed.
It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
Oh,
So you see.
hang on. Did he
we're
die?
history,
Did he die in the game over
not
screen?
you.
That's weird. It's 2 game overs. That's so strange. I wonder if that happened, like one time they're playtesting it and the guy dies while that thing's up and they're like, weird.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
that's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
No, I didn't. That was a long time ago. I don't even pay attention anymore.
Is the key to their supremacy.
But it's
The
gone.
objective
I
of
destroyed
this
it.
exercise was to establish such a method.
It's sitting in the middle of Wall Street.
We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
Possibly. I don't know.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this...
But if you
it would
were
be ready for
forcing
any
this
contingency.
scenario, it means
We have our proof.
that they're not extreme because you know they're going to happen, or you have some idea of what's going to happen. Really, you should be applying it to some random situation and see what happens.
Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child
Solidus, who was
soldiers.
standing like 10
You know
feet
why
from
we
you,
chose
just going,
you
no,
over them?
you have your talk with the crazy
It was
ghost,
because you were the
ghost
only one
politicians,
who
or whatever the hell they
refused to
are.
acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were.
I'll just
and
wait
pay
here.
for it daily.
He's probably just
You
still
turn
laughing.
your
He's probably
back
laughing
on
his ass off
everything
right
you
now.
don't like. You do whatever you like. See only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
Which
You
Rose?
refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught.
But why did you want to get caught?
pretended to be
You're a spy. You're not supposed to want
understanding,
to get caught.
be
It's a terrible way to do your job.
You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear.
But you're not
the
even
one you were
Rose. What
trying
are we
not to
doing
hurt
now?
was yourself.
So hang on.
The truth under the guise of kindness is
If
all that you
GW
do.
was gone,
It
and
occurred to you to
GW
do
was what
nothing
was
but look out for
stimulating his
yourself.
nanomachines to
Even
make
if you
him see
claimed that it was
Campbell
for
and
my
Rose
sake,
or
that
whatever,
feeling
who the
was
hell is
nowhere
talking to
be
us now?
seen. In the end, everything was for your sake.
Or it wasn't
I was
GW
never
doing
part
that,
of the
but
picture.
just the signal was coming from there?
Exactly right.
Oh, thanks, I got it right?
See,
Excellent. I was making
You're
sense.
a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to.
No, I didn't.
The exercise
Plenty of times
was
I
a
didn't.
resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete?
Oh, don't you dare use Emma's voice.
Thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results.
What results? There's no success.
that's
Solidus
enough
is still
talk.
alive.
It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Lol, no.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
No.
If you die, my child dies.
Ah, shit.
The termination of vital signals
Well, fine. Solidus doesn't want to kill me.
means the death of
Why would he want to kill me now? I mean, everything's out in the
the
open.
death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
You suck!
Does she actually exist?
Yeah, but yeah, and
Of
she
course I
like
get
hates
that.
me or something, or she
You
likes
have
me,
to believe
believe me.
It will be a fight to the death.
No, it won't.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
What? Why?
We'll collect the
What did I
necessary
do?
data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriots' creation, or you, Solidus's creation?
Am I also the Patriots' creation?
Our beloved monsters. Enjoy yourselves.
Fuck you, Ghost Campbell. Skull Campbell. Skullface.
Jack,
Oh, Skullface. From Phantom
my
Pain.
son.
I doubt there's
My
a...
clone brothers and I are
connection.
called monsters, replicates of evil genes.
Jack, are you finished talking to
Are
yourself?
one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival.
Why? Why can't we both survive? Why can't you just go your way, I'll go my way, and we'll
By
be
the
done?
way, Jack,
And, you know, free my
I was
hands.
the one who killed your parents.
Oh no, you killed my parents who I never knew. Why would this be a problem?
I claimed you for my own and
Oh,
raised you
come
as a
on!
soldier in the
How long
army
have we
of
been
the
going
devil.
with cutscenes now?
I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
No, Vamp's my worst enemy.
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him.
Did
Unless
Liquid
you
hunt
kill
down Big
me and
Boss?
face your past, Jack. You will never escape.
Solid Snake did.
You'll stay
Kill
in
his
the
ass.
endless loop.
Or did
Your
he?
own double helix.
What? Double helixes aren't loops. Helices?
It's time we were both free.
Move. That's a hell of a throw, Solidus. Why did you give me this shit weapon? This should be a cool weapon, but it handles so crap. And he's got two. Great. And he's got his tentacles
I
and his
have other
battle
reasons
armor.
for wanting you dead.
Why? What are your possible reasons for wanting me dead? Other than
The
some
clues to the
weird...
Patriots inside
Darwin
GW have
thing.
been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you. What? The information is
What?
being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex.
Well,
and
okay,
throughout the
we'll
neural
do something to
network
get them
they
out then. You don't need to kill me to get that. In fact, killing me is probably a bad move if that's what you want. I'm managing the nanomachines shut down if I die. Fuck you, John Woo.
Brace yourself.
Okay. Can you not cheat? That'd be great. Okay, boss fight. I got some rations. Yeah, Solidus, despite being a major badass in the cutscenes, he's not really that difficult a boss fight. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping for a drag-out battle. That's all you do. Avoid the missiles. Get in on them. Oh, well, that's not working. Yeah, normally you just get in on him. Try to bait out one of his tentacle attacks, and that's about it. For the first half, anyway. Fight changes a bit in the second half. I wish he'd fall off. It's kind of annoying. Oh shit! Well, that wasn't very fair, Solidus. Like this shit. Fall off, come on. That actually did very little damage to me. I was expecting a bit more. Come on, do it. Yeah. I did this stupid spinning move, goddammit. No, too close. Shit. Ugh. Oh shit. I've never been hit by that move. You know, I've never seen it. And it also did basically no damage. Come on, Solidus. He also does this cool move where he uses his tentacles and he runs across the building there and jumps off it. It's actually pretty cool. But since we're entering the second phase of the fight, that's not going to happen. Because he doesn't have his tentacles anymore. Why would you do that? They're like insanely useful. No, hang on. I'll take this call in a minute. All right, go ahead. Campbell, we spent like, God, it seems like half an hour talking to you. Yeah, I'm trying, but you keep calling me.
Some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. We're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the? The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
Yeah.
The amphibious model is Ray.
Okay.
Both of these are the same as the code name
Campbell, you're facing the wrong way.
forces.
Camera's over here.
Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Why is Campbell the only one that's being weird? Oh wait, Rose is as well. Her eyes are rolling up into her head.
Its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
No.
It was Jack.
Oh, what?
You are just a weapon. Throw away.
Just weapons.
You don't throw away weapons, not if they're good. Hang on to them. Excalibur. Don't throw that away. Unless it's broken. Make sure you throw it into some water or something.
Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose.
Campbell, pick a face. You're being creepy. Alright, we're back. No, never. You take this instead. Ooh, ooh. What? Ah, come on, hitbox. Bullshit. Ooh, too close. Come on, George. What do you got? What you got? What you got, George? Bullshit. He's got some moves. But you're done now, George. You're done. It's over. The game is over, you guys. Oh. Whoops. Oh. That's like all his blood. All his blood is gone now. There's no way he has any more blood left. It's all gone. He did not appreciate that. I'm okay. I'm okay. So I'll just take a good few steps back. No, take a few steps forward. Come on, you're too badass. Is he saying something? His mouth was moving. It's strange. I wonder if they did actually have lines for him there. Decided to take it out. Or he was saying something and just Raiden just didn't hear it. And the theme kicks in. Very nice. Very nice. What way did he land? Did he land like that? I don't get why Raiden did that. There was no blood on the sword. It's a high frequency blade, it would have burned it off. Anyway. Well, that's the end of Badass Solidus. Now there's only one Snake brother left. Well, two. Is it 1.5? 1.25. So New York is just fine. We like crashed into it with Arsenal gear, but it seems just no problems. Except for that building, it's kind of weird. There's no activity. No lights are on. Nobody's out in the street. No cars. I suppose traffic would be all messed up. Raiden, how did you get down? How'd you get down so fast? And why do you suddenly have dog tags? How did they get out of your suit? Because they were in your suit, and it looks like it's fairly skin tight, so... People are filtering in and out. I'm sure there's lots of clones walking around. And they're all like, yeah, I'm just gonna walk past this fucking guy in a ninja outfit.
Knows who or what they are.
Snake, how the hell did you get back
The
here?
memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point.
It doesn't? Good. That means I can keep playing video games. It doesn't matter if they're real, Solid Snake's Ned Snow. Ned Snow, yeah. Yeah,
Most of what they call real
Putting
is
random
actually
ends in
fiction.
everywhere.
What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Oh no, stop. No metaphysics, please. It's
What
too
am I
late.
supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about
Our broken hearts. That's what we're gonna leave behind.
what
You and me,
have
Raiden.
been,
Maybe Snake, if he wants
what
to come
we
along.
found
It's fine.
important enough to fight for.
I'm not sure he's interested in that kind of
It's
thing.
not whether you were right or wrong.
The
but
hell
how much
happened
faith
there?
You were willing to have. That decides the future.
Okay. I guess I might have been
Patriots
putting
are
my
a
PS3
ongoing
too much of
fiction
a...
too, come to think of it.
He's starting to burn out.
Listen,
Hopefully I
don't
get through the
obsess
credits.
over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You
'Kay.
can find your own name.
No, I can't.
And your
There's a
own
name
future.
given to me legally
Decide
that
for
I should keep.
myself?
And whatever you choose.
It's got like all my
will be
taxes
you.
and shit on it.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission
So
is
I'm wondering
yours.
now,
And
is
what you
Snake
decide
talking to
do
Raiden or is he
is
talking to
your
the player
choice.
in that? You didn't have many choices since you basically just played Metal Gear Solid 1
Clean slate,
again.
A new name, new memories. Choose
And he's
your own
like,
legacy.
yeah, in the next game you won't have
It's for
to
you to
play it all
decide.
over again.
It's up to
Except you
you.
kind of do.
By the way,
And none of the
what is that?
police are like... want to talk to Raiden or Snake dressed up in their fucking
Dog tags.
equipment. Hey, it's me! Doom Train 5. On the Twitters. Look me up. What? You should be hanging on to them. They're cool guy things. They're collectibles.
No, never heard the name before.
That's some bullshit. You've been on my channel for months
I'll
now.
pick my own name and my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
Nah, no! The disrespect! Hit them back! Damn it, Snake, you're supposed to be on my team.
They taught me some good things too.
I know.
Everyone has to be looking at this going, because you have to remember, Solidus isn't just crazy badass soldier dude. He's an ex-US president.
Snake,
How
what
weird
about
does it have to be
Don't
for people to
worry,
just
I'll
see,
find it,
like,
count on it.
fucking Bill Clinton
As long as you
in, like, battle armor?
he's safe.
Fucking katanas. This gotta be the weirdest thing ever.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his red.
How?
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave
Oh.
Ocelot a bogus location to begin with.
How the hell did Arsenal get that far into
Cheer
the
up,
city?
we have a better lead.
Not that I have any concept of where they are in relation to
This
the
contains the
waterfront.
list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
You suck, Snake.
What?
Good move, though.
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW,
G-dubs.
namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
Ah, yes.
I
Good
get
move.
it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things
what?
to do
Come on.
first.
No, you can't be in the next game. The fans will be so pissed off. You have to let me be in the next game. Who do I have to talk to? Campbell? Kick his ass. Even though he wasn't actually part of this, and he's completely blameless in this whole thing. I still gotta kick his ass. He should have known. Oh right, Rose. Yes. Thanks for saving my game and all that. It's pretty good. You did a good job. White pantsuit. Interesting. It's an interesting choice. I thought it was a lab coat for some reason on the codec. Well, whatever. Raiden's wearing like fucking... I don't even know. Wetsuit thing. Armored wetsuit.
Snake?
Snake, you want to get in on this? No? Good.
What's
Parrot,
wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing. It's just the game's over, and I don't know what to do with my life.
Something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't
You're
know.
Quentin Flynn. Yes, that's the voice actor.
But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh,
Sure, until Metal Gear Solid 4 when you dump me.
yeah.
Mostly because I'm an asshole.
See me for what I am, okay?
A spy? Okay. It's an interesting way to go about it. You think we can keep the cuffs, Raiden? He's like, but they're broken. Oh yeah. Well, let's get some other cuffs then. She's preggers too, Raiden. But is it yours?
Do you remember this place?
Well, I
Of
just
course.
fought former U.S. President George Sears on its roof, so yeah, I think I remember
I
it.
remember now. Today is the day I met you.
Oh, that's what they've been going on about
That's
for
it.
the whole game. And now the Lurv team. Or not the Lurv team, but the credits team, anyway. The non-Harry Gregson Williams one. Can't say goodbye to yesterday, I think it's called.
I think I found something to pass along.
That seems very long though, so maybe it doesn't call that.
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
I'm talking about
Yeah.
sexy times.
The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
I thought it was up to teachers to
kind
teach
of
that to our
things?
children.
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Okay.
Is that a proposal?
It's a promposal.
This is for your
I
ears.
think we're a little old for promposals, right? Like, oh. Well, I missed mine. Because I was in, like, South Africa, so... If we could do that, that'd be great. So, do you think, like... Kojima and Kojima Productions were, like, in US taking these pictures? Or do you think this is stock footage that they just bought? Because this obviously isn't high definition. This is the high definition version of the game, but... You obviously can't upscale this since it's just straight video. And there we go. All done. David Hayter. Always be Solid Snake. Although, to be honest, Kiefer Sutherland is doing a very good job as Big Boss in Ground Zero. So I'm interested to see how he does in the rest of the game. Mei Ling? What? Oh yeah, sorry, she's in the extra missions, the VR missions and stuff like that. Stuff. So that's the end of Sons of Liberty. Liberté. What is Adamori? Oh yeah. And Yoji Shinkawa. Fucking amazing artwork. Alright, so Sons of Liberty is probably the Metal Gear that I've played the most. So I actually knew it pretty well, and I'm actually fairly surprised in that how much of it I remember, because it's been a good long while since I played it. And just thinking and watching some of the scenes back it kind of filters into how I see other action scenes, and I'm like thinking, oh, they should have done it this way, or they should have done it that way. And now watching the cutscenes in this, I'm like, oh wait, that's exactly how it plays out in Sons of Liberty. And I'm going, wow, that has stuck with me quite a bit. As I would have played this at a formative time in my youth, I suppose. This and original Metal Gear and some other games, and their concepts and their ideas have kind of stuck with me. And as you get older, you don't really have as much time to play the games, so they don't really sit with you as long. So the ones you play when you're young, that kind of stick with you, which is what nostalgia is all about, of course. You have the time to let them sink in, and they're the, you know, your first encounter with these kinds of things, so it does kind of stay with you. More stock footage, I assume. I actually doubt they walked around the city just taking video, because they'd have to get like permits and permission and all that bullshit. So I doubt it. I'm sure they just bought this. And you could probably date the video if you lived in New York, I suppose. At the time, maybe you'd recognize some of the signs, or maybe the traffic lights are a particular design or something. I don't know. It's not important. It's not super duper important. So, Sons of Liberty is done, and Metal Gear Solid is done. That's also up on the channel if you want to watch it. We'll be moving on swiftly. Snake Eater will be next up, which is a prequel. It'll be following Naked Snake, which is Solid Snake's ancestor. Solid Snake's ancestor in the sense that he is actually Big Boss. So Snake Eater is basically the birth of Big Boss, if you like, his beginning, his first super duper mission on the course to becoming amazing badass guy. So we'll be following him. Snake Eater I've only finished once. Played it a few times. It is a fairly large departure from Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 2 in terms of stealth, since Sons of Liberty and Metal Gear Solid 1 are both indoors for the vast majority of the game. I mean, corridors and, you know, man-made structures and such, whereas Snake Eater is mostly in the jungle. So it's a very different stealthy mechanic. Additionally, you don't have things like the stealth system is a lot more fluid, because you have like a camouflage system and a stealth percentage and things like that, as how well guards can see you, how well they can't. So it's a little bit different gameplay wise. Combat, again, there's a slight overhaul, but it still largely plays the same. It's really the stealth and the camouflaging that's changed. But it's still the standard game. It's still tactical espionage action. It's still really crazy characters, really crazy boss fights, really convoluted plot, and crazy badass final bosses. And there's a Metal Gear in there somewhere, so we won't be diverging too much. So that's Snake Eater. When Snake Eater's done, I'll move on to Guns of the Patriots, which will continue the story of Sons of Liberty. So we'll follow Snake going after Revolver Ocelot, Liquid Snake thing, Majig. Raiden will show up again and have gotten considerably better. He definitely have worked out all of those problems with the fucking katana at that time. And we'll get through Guns of the Patriots even. And then I will move on to Peace Walker. And Peace Walker goes back to Big Boss when he's finished his mission in Snake Eater and all of that action has happened, and now he's getting ready to build his mercenary army. You know, starting to catch up with Metal Gear Solid 1 and starting to catch up with Metal Gear 1. And we get through Guns of the Patriots, we get through Guns of the Patriots and Peace Walker, I will do Ground Zeroes, which I think will be my first PS4 capture, unless I decide to do some other smaller game. I've done a few primers on PS4, but they were done with the PS4's capture function, and there are some restrictions to that we can't really do a full Let's Play with. So I will have to set up my equipment to capture properly. So yeah, Ground Zeroes will probably be my first one of that. And once that's done, it'll probably be like 2018, if it really takes me that long. But I'm hoping, very much hoping, to get done before Phantom Pain comes out, so I can be, you know, right there as it comes out, first week, get my captures up, you know, get in on that whole wave. Somehow I don't think that will happen, considering how long it took me to get through Sons of Liberty. I'm just very busy outside of this. And I don't know Snake Eater and Guns of the Patriots that well. So I've only finished them once each. And Peace Walker I've never finished. So, but I know Peace Walker is a very long game, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll make it before Phantom Pain comes out. It's supposed to come out in September, I think. I hope so, though. I really do.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes.
Okay, Snake.
We can leave behind much more than just DNA.
We can't really, though.
Through speech,
I mean, we can try.
music, literature, and movies.
And games. Don't forget about games.
Felt,
The thing you're playing right now.
anger,
The thing you're getting this whole
joy,
message through.
and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on.
You're gonna pass on
That's
anger?
what I live
Really?
for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy
You're
and
wondering
sad
now
history by
if,
its light.
I mean, in the sense that
We have
Snake
all
is
the
saying I
magic
need to
of the
pass on the
digital
torch
age
to,
to
like,
do that
Raiden,
with.
and have Raiden take over the series, which obviously didn't happen.
The human race will probably come to
Maybe
an
you're
end
having
sometime,
Kojima
and
saying
new
to
species
other
may
people
rule
that
this
I'm done
planet.
with Metal Gear, someone else take it
Earth
over
may
now,
not be
please. I want to
forever,
move on. I want to
but we
make
still
more
have the
Snatcher
responsibility
or
to
Zone of the
leave what
Enders or
traces of
whatever
life
you
we
wanted to
can.
do. Which obviously also didn't happen,
Building the future
because he's
and
still,
keeping the past
although
alive
at
are
time
one and
of
the same thing.
posting, he's no longer with Konami, so who knows what the hell he'll be doing. Hopefully he keeps making games, and hopefully they're not mobile. I know Japan likes their mobile games, but good God, they're just awful over here. They're awful. There are good mobile games, but they're nothing I want to, like, sit down for an evening and play. I'm not going to sit down with my phone and play a game for
Snake,
hours.
you there? It's me.
Sup?
I finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Lol, no.
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people.
Good.
There
Good.
was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
Oh,
What's going on around here?
shit.
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan.
Oh,
but
great. They're, like, right down the street.
They're already dead. All 12.
Yeah, we ran over them with Arsenal gear. Sorry about that.
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell? 100 years ago. Okay, here's our stats. Wow, it's a lot of saves. No continues, though. When did I get alert mode 3 times? I killed 42 people. Wow, that was my attempt to kill nobody, and I killed 42. Jesus. I wonder if that was all in the fucking gauntlet bit at the end. Bat. Okay, nice. So Bat is a special code name given to you if you can manage to not enter alert mode more than 3 times in the whole game, which I did, so kudos to me. Should be getting a trophy for that. Digital camera is my only unlock. That's kind of shit. I was kind of hoping I'd get, like, the stealth camo or something. I should really look up how you're supposed to get them. I imagine there's a proper way to go about it. Good job, Blue Point Games. It's your HD upgrade. So I left this on because the title screen has now changed, and now Raiden is taking pride of place in his blue face. That's the end of my playthrough. Stay tuned for Snake Eater.